Actually tried it in the group stages, and that did not go so well for me. Ended up going 1-7-0 in that. So you don't do that when you're playing SK Telecom. Here we go, though. It's a double Lee Sin face-off. Ice versus Fire. Fire 1-0 up in the 1v1s. Can Ice pull themselves back a game? QTV versus Cool.
Well, I don't think I will be making the mistake of guessing for level 6s again, because both of these guys have started red elixirs. So we'll probably see some early trades. I don't know if they will actually start Qs each. Oh. Nobody has selected a... They're waiting to see.
He tried to edge too close to that bush and showed himself.
Now, if you start with your E, then it's easier to shove the wave. And unless you have a clear shot, that's generally a better choice, because Q is extremely risky. Probably E into Q for these guys, I'm guessing.
So far, it's been a dance battle off, mainly. Both players just going head-to-head, having a bit of a dance. But now that the minions come in there, we'll see exactly how this one's going to go. And we can see that they are indeed going towards that E.
All right, let's take a look here. We have a little bit more attack damage on Cool. So QTV, and he doesn't have more armor penetration. Probably attack speed he's opted for instead.
Cool's got the early advantage here. You can see he's already pushed it back. Red pot used by both players as well. You can see Cool managed to clear that wave and keeping 3 CS with him. It's a good start by him, but again, Cool can't shove any closer because he's just going to get in turret range.
It's a battle of the wave pushing here. He got level 2.
Oh, he's got level 2. Backs away, though. And that's the difference here. A bad trade where your opponent gives you 1 auto attack or some spell damage and you don't can mean real bad things for you. So it means you have to maybe go back, lose CS to the turret. The kill doesn't land on QTV.
Heal's already been used by QTV. You can see Cool, he's still got Ignite and Barrier available. Barrier still on QTV, but it's a big advantage for Cool taking that down early.
More minions for him there. 10-10 after those waves start to reset themselves and go back into the middle of the map. QTV slightly behind when it comes to current health status. And again, they're going to have a little bit of a head-to-head as they hit that level 3 stage. And we'll see if Cool is going to... I mean, he was not scared of diving in the games we saw him playing Lee Sin.
Oh, you can see 225, the heal relic spawns, and it was Cool to manage to get on it. That's going to keep it away from QTV. He's got his own one he can back off to as well. He's been trying to thread the eye of the needle with that Sonic Wave a couple of times now.
Now, on this map, the healing has been taken away except for the 2 that are actually between turrets. There's no healing behind your turrets, so QTV can't back off and get those ones. Also, it is 75 seconds now before that one respawns. So Cool has complete control of the map right now.
Yeah, keep him pushed onto his tower, keep taking those health relics. And if things get really bad for you, you can simply back away onto your own health relic. QTV actually coming out there a little bit more from underneath his turret. You can see that Cool is starting to gain that CS lead, though, from this.
Trying to edge him out, trying to zone him a little bit. You can see he's just waiting to thread that Sonic Wave through QTV. Still got that glowing orb of the red pot, as is Cool. It's going to time out very soon, though.
We have our first divergence in spell selection here. QTV, because he is so far behind, has put an extra point into the Safeguard Iron Will for sustain, and Cool is looking for that kill. So leveling up the Tempest Cripple to level 2.
That health relic will be regenning very soon. There it is. Yep. Cool's QTV goes for it. Cool didn't head him off there. Maybe didn't know the timer on it. Yeah. You can see he does manage to safeguard across. He's going to try and start zoning QTV out here.
Just a little bit more damage here and there. Not in the plan, I think, for Cool to let that health relic go over after he picked up the first one, but he should now at least. If he didn't know the timer before, he's certainly got it in his head by now, and that means that he should be able to control that one. For QTV actually coming in there and straight out onto the minion.
It made him miss 3 CS, so it kind of worked out there. Keeping his cool, though. Didn't go diving in on that one.
All right, Cool going to be the first one to cancel a recall. Never mind. Let's see what he's saving for.
Yeah, that's interesting to see when these players, if maybe even these players are going to go back. We saw it in the last game, but only really because Shy was forced to go back after taking so much damage and almost going down before going on to win that first 1v1 for Fire. Up until now, though, it's definitely Cool that's looking the stronger of the two. He's almost halfway to the target. And he's going to land the Q. Goes in onto QTV. Decent damage back there. But again, it's a trade that Cool comes out on top of.
You could finish him here. He could finish him. He's only got barrier available, no heal. He's got ignite and barrier. He could actually end up with a tower dive. They're about to hit level 6. You can see it coming out. Surely got to feel the pressure. Surely he's going to go for this one.
Yeah, level 6 hit by both players at exactly the same time. QTV's going to be hovering over that R to kick him away as soon as he comes in.
QTV has to be very, very careful about his minions going down because that's when Cool's going to be shooting his Qs right through.
Oh, Sonic Wave miss. There's the ignite used as a little too early, and it's actually brought 2 tower hits on Cool. That was a mistake.
That was a bit of a blunder right there, but it did back QTV off from some of the minions, and Cool still retains a giant minion lead.
That his aim here. He's actually going to go back off into the brush. That means that he is going to be buying up. That means that this CS here that QTV has for free, he has to hit every single one of them to come back into this one. And he's actually going to recall now. And that's going to be at least 2 or 3 minions going down to the turret.
All-out aggression from Coolo. Double Doran's blade. He can only buy 2. That's why he's gone for the longsword and the health point afterwards. It wasn't because he couldn't afford it. It was because you're simply not allowed to in the 1v1 rules. You can see, though, look at QTV. Double Doran's blade and a red pot. That could give him a big advantage in the big engagement that's surely to come.
Yeah, he needs something to get back into this game. So he can't go for a static item, looking for the extra power from the elixir.
He's freezing the lane.
Cruel.
Tactics being involved in this one. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that in 1v1, but this is serious business now.
Health relics are back up here as well, so there's a bit more sustainability for these players if they do end up fighting. And honestly, from Cool's side, whilst it's not the most spectacular way to win a game by farming to the 100-point first, he's in a lead and he doesn't really need to risk anything at this stage.
And remember the build from QTV. He's maxing his safeguard first, so he doesn't have as much kill potential on Cool. Kicks him off the relic.
Nicely done there, Cool. Keeps him away from that relic. QTV, though, not too worried. Got the life gen. Has he used that red pot, though?
Red pot pop from him. Back up to full HP here, but as we said, Cool concentrating on the CS, trying to keep QTV away from as much as possible. And honestly, QTV struggling to hit a couple of CS there in that one. That shouldn't be such a problem. And there we see it, the halfway point in this.
Interested to see how this turns out late game because QTV has skilled up for the sustain game, but he has actually purchased items for burst damage, going with the elixir. If Cool can actually wait that one out, then he will have a tremendous advantage moving forward because he can turn his longsword into a Vamp Scepter and play the long game. Just go for that CS lead.
QTV is shoving the wave in here and actually starting to turn this game back around on Cool here. Cool's time to back away to his turret. He may well lose out some of that CS. It is 100 CS limit, remember, that whoever reaches it first, of course, Cool with that big advantage early on here. We'll see whether he lands that Sonic Wave, goes aggressive on QTV. They could both bounce around quite easily. We've seen Cool being very aggressive in the team games, but right now he's being fairly passive and QTV is starting to pull him away. Or is he baiting him in?
Baiting him in, I think, more than anything. But this is good damage from QTV, and we saw last year also that a lot of players tried to farm back into the game and then realized as they got to like 85, 90 CS, you know what, I actually have to just go all in right now and try to win a fight. We see the members of both teams sat down watching this game progress, and so far CS lead over with Cool has taken a bit of a bruising in these last couple of minutes as the health relic does come up. QTV could do with keeping him away from that one, or at least stopping him from getting as much farm here off this wave as he can.
Well, as you pointed out, he's struggling to try and get himself, despite the fact QTV has gained himself a little bit of an advantage here. I wonder if he's going to land the Sonic Wave quickly. Just have to thread it through the minion line. Nope, not going to happen. He may actually gain some experience, but again, now he's got, oh wow, a brutalizer being picked up by Cool. Yeah. You've got to feel some serious aggressions coming out. QTV does have barrier and heal available though.
So interesting. Cool, even though he has the minion lead, he's going more for kill here. He's got the Q as well.
And to be honest, he can probably fight him right now. There is Cool actually diving through, not putting as much damage as he may have expected there, I think. But there's another one. Going to try and follow through onto this one. There is the relic, and QTV actually has level advantage here, but look at the minions, 86 and counting already for Cool.
Yeah, QTV has to do something pretty quick here. Cool is starting to have the damage aggression. You can see he's bouncing him around. QTV goes all in on this one. He's got heal and barrier available, but you can see the damage coming out. It's just too much. The heal's been used. He's got barrier available, but Cool, if he lands this Sonic Wave, it is all over.